once you've got your case created and the case details entered, and again, you're probably going to have to go back to that case details screen maybe twice over the course of an administration to update it with information like dates of court filings and the estate account, pardon me, information. But once we've done that, the next natural step is to go to our interested persons screen. And this is where we're going to go ahead and enter people that are involved in the administration who have to receive notice, sort of our 1.0 people, we might call them. Now, just a note, Scout was entered automatically because you'll remember that when we entered the case information in the case information screen, Scout was entered as a fiduciary, and we also checked that she was an interested party in the case. And we named her as a vested beneficiary, and so she went ahead and automatically populated this screen with her information, so you don't have to type it twice. We've gone ahead and added Jem and Dill as a couple other people who are set to inherit. And just to give you an idea, here's the interested person's entry screen. I won't type it in here for time's sake, but this is the information you'll be entering. And let's go ahead and go back and look at this in, let's say, Dill's case. So we see that we've entered all of Dill's information. Again, email addresses are of some value now and will be of more value as EstateAssist continues to activate some of the features we've been building. We believe that part of having powerful software today and part of the benefit of having a cloud-based software solution is that we can use things like email and even maybe text messaging to communicate with interested parties and clients to make things go more smoothly, more quickly, and streamline your job. And so collecting email addresses is important now. It'll be very important here over the next few months. And so we've entered Dill's information. Now, let me comment on the fact that, of course, we have some other circumstances that come up in the naming of interested parties. One is that sometimes a trust or trustee is a beneficiary in an estate. And so if Dill were a trustee of a trust, we'd still enter his information. But over here, we might put trustee of the such and such trust, dated, whatever, however you'd like to list your trust information. And that would then accompany his name as an interested party throughout the documents in the administration. Also, another circumstance that comes up with some frequency in estates is that you might have an interested person who's predeceased the decedent. And so in that case, we will go ahead and we can still list them. Of course, their contact information isn't important. We would list their name and we would mark them as deceased, and we would save that interested person. Then as we enter, say, their descendants, the people who are going to take through them, they will be listed. The deceased person will be listed down here at the bottom of the screen, and you could select them so that when your 1.0 is created, it would list the deceased person and then show those descendants beneath so that the court has clarity in terms of why those people are listed and how they take in the estate. So this then gives us our list of interested persons. You can enter dates of birth, and in doing so, if a person is a minor, it would automatically list that person's date of birth on the 1.0 to show that they're a minor. And on a related note, if the person's a minor, you could list a care of name so that you have somebody who's receiving mail and things on their behalf. Again, personal identifiers are not necessary. You don't have to put social security numbers for interested persons, and I know it's pretty rare for a lot of firms to collect them, but you may want those for things like tax filings and things like that, K-1s or anything along those lines. And we can continue to add as many interested persons as we need to, and then, well, we could go back out to the case dashboard, but we use our menu over here to just jump straight to pleadings. And now that we have those folks listed, we're going to jump over and now see our 1.0 completed. We had Dill listed. We had no surviving spouse. We had Dill listed who's a son and his contact information. And then all three were listed as vested beneficiaries, Jem, Scout, and Dill. And so they're all listed on the back of 1.0. And it's checked some boxes that we had checked. It's entered case numbers since we already had those. It entered the information for the case caption in the court. One side note, on occasion, there's certain forms in an administration you need to amend. And what we've done with the most common ones, and 1.0 is one where that happens, people change addresses and things. We've added just a window here, a field here where you can put in amended if you need to, if you're updating a document with the court. And by the way, also on a side note, you see the coloring from the fields within the document. That's just for you to see here. Of course, that disappears when you print or when you flatten a document to be a saved PDF without the ability to edit it.